Bookers, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Claude CoWork. I've spent the last couple weeks building 8 specific skills inside of CoWork to help me travel just a little bit better. And if you are overwhelmed by any of this stuff, I'm gonna spend the first 2 minutes of the video explaining what Claude CoWork is. If you already know about that, skills and how to implement and download them, feel free to skip ahead, because then I will go over 8 specific skills related to travel that I've built in CoWork that can help you run certain automations. I feel like we're going through such an exciting time in the world of AI, and you can either embrace it or try to block it out. And I highly suggest trying to embrace it, even if you're just dabbling in it a little bit. I mean, even Gary's excited about it. 2 minutes to explain Claude CoWork. Here is the Claude that you're used to. Claude.ai in a web browser. I'll include a link in the description to download Claude on your computer. That's going to be your first step. Then when you pull it up, it might look something like this. We have chat. Think of this as the way you would usually use Claude or any AI, interacting with it and asking it questions. Then you have Claude CoWork, and this is where we're gonna live for this video. This is the magic sauce. Over here you have Claude Code, a little bit more advanced if you wanna dive into a different video for that. First thing to talk about are projects and folders. A folder holds your stuff, photos, docs, anything. And here's what's cool. Claude can create folders for you. Ask it to save something and boom, new folder, new files inside. A project is the job. It points Claude at the right folder and tells it what to do. Why does the stuff in the folder matter? Because that's what Claude reads from and writes to. The folder is where the work happens. Folders hold stuff and projects run the job. Think of this as Claude creating files on your computer, not in a cloud, not anywhere else, but on your computer that you can access. I know that's a little scary in the beginning, but you can put up some safety guardrails, which we'll go over in a second, to help put your mind at ease. Next, we want to connect Gmail and your calendar. Again, I know it can be a little bit intimidating, but a lot of people have connected Claude to their Gmail and their calendar. Nothing terrible has happened to them yet. So you go back into CoWork, and then you would see a spot that says Customize. Within Customize, you would have Skills, which we'll get into, and then you have Connectors. Now, you see here that I have Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive, and Notion connected. So you would simply go up here to the plus button, Browse Connectors, and then you can pick from a bunch of different applications, HubSpot, Google Calendar, if you use Monday.com, that you can connect to Claude. That way Claude has access and can read through that information, which can be very powerful. Once you have connected Gmail and Google Calendar, it will work well with some of these skills that we're about to go over. Last but not least, you can add this safety net, and I'll put it in the description so it's an easy copy and paste, but before deleting or overwriting any file, show me what will change and wait for confirmation. You can paste this in the settings section in Claude. Next up, what is a skill? Think of this as a recipe card for Claude. So you can develop and write these skills yourself, you can tweak them and rebuild them, or you can just copy and paste them into Claude CoWork and have them start working for you. Here's how to access them. In CoWork, you would go to the Customize tab on the side again, and then up at the top, you would see Skills. In Skills, here are some of the things that I've created, which we'll be going over in this video. And you can also browse skills or create new skills yourself. So these are skills you can download by just pressing this plus icon. There's a canvas design, a MCP builder. You can get really in-depth or really simple. By the end of this video, here are a few of the things that you'll have Claude doing. Checking to see if your bag will actually fit in the airline that you're flying. You don't have to do all the research for it. Checking flight prices even while you sleep. Monitoring your inbox while you're on vacation to give you a daily briefing so you're not stressed. I tried to keep a lot of the skills for this video binary, so less about do you like spicy food, do you want a history tour, or do you like the ocean? Those are all great things that you can dive really deep into AI conversations with. But we're having AI build skills, and I want them to be applicable to a lot of people who are traveling. Step 1, skill 1 is your travel profile. Think of this as a folder or document that Claude is going to create on your computer. That's where it lives. and it includes some of your travel information. We're not going to include passport numbers and airline miles numbers, credit card information, none of that. Remember, this travel setup skill will not be in your Claude CoWork, but it is in the link in the description, so you can download it. I'm gonna fill these 10 questions out for myself and then bring you through it very quickly. Airport, we're gonna go JFK. Travelers, we're gonna go family. Here's where you have the opportunity to keep some of that information private. You don't have to put names of people, it can just be for passengers. Here are some of the bags that we use. I highly encourage you to put all of the bags that you have in here because it will work really well with a couple of the skills we're about to use. All right, fast forward into the end. There are our 10 questions completed. You can be as detailed as you want. The more information that you include, remember, not sensitive information, the better Claude CoWork will be able to help. And if you ever want to change it, very easy. Just prompt Claude within CoWork. Now, I do think this is just the beginning for AI, and I want to build a community around AI and travel because I think the tools will only get better. If you're interested, I'll put a link in the description. You can drop your email in there. Number 2 is going to be entry requirements. So it's going to use our master travel document and then pull up any visa requirements that you might need to know about before your travel. So here is one where I did plan a trip to Brazil. You can see I put in trip entry research and Brazil, and it went through the skills and created a briefing for us. I can open that in Chrome, and then it's going to give me an HTML preview of all the requirements that I would need. Yes, you can build this out in a regular Claude or ChatGPT, but you would need to fill it with a lot of prompts. What the skill does is it already has that research at hand. It has your information at hand that lives on your computer, and then it can pull from that a little bit more accurately. But this is AI, so you should always double check some of these visa requirements. This one I'm excited about, the Flight Watch. Yes, you can go into Google Flights and set up email reminders, but you can also have Claude CoWork control your computer and look up flights for you. Let me show you what I mean. You would start to type in the skill Flight Watch. We are traveling to Morocco in September as a family for 2 weeks. You would tell Claude CoWork where you are going, and then it would start to dig into that skill. Right now, it is looking up the instructions. It's pulling up the Flight Watch skill. It says I can see the configuration is ready. Now it wants to know which airport we're gonna fly into in Morocco. We're gonna say Marrakesh. We're gonna plug in our dates. We're gonna say this is default for a family of 4. Quick 3 questions that it knows to prompt you in order to find some of the best results. Now, I'm not touching my computer. It has opened up Google Chrome. I've given Claude CoWork permission to do this. Now it is going to go to Google Flights and then put in the parameters that I asked it to and then give me an HTML dashboard briefing. Yes, could we do all this? Of course, but you can also have CoWork running this while you go do something else away from your computer, or you continue to do other things. I like to think of this as the initial research on Google Flights that can be a bit of a pain. Right now it's gonna plug in the airport, it's gonna put the departure dates, and it's going to do a nice overview of a search. This is about 3 or 4 minutes later, and you can see that Claude has pulled up Google Flights with the correct dates, the correct passengers, and the correct airports. Now, you'll notice that this is kind of highlighted in orange and has a bit of a glow to it. That means you know Claude is controlling that tab. Within this skill, I've built a task to check the flights daily and then build an HTML dashboard around those prices. There's the Flight Watch skill. As I said before, you can go in Google Flights and do it yourself, or you can have Claude CoWork save you a little bit of time. Next skill, bag check. So if we go back into CoWork, open up a new task, /bag check to get the skill and say we are flying Ryanair from Spain to Amsterdam. It already knows just by that bag check skill the bags that we have in our travel profile, and then it's going to look up the dimensions of Ryanair, check that with our bags, and let us know which ones that we can or should be taking. Again, the beauty of all this is you can step away from the computer right now. Claude CoWork is going to do its work and then deliver you the results. All right, based on our skill, it's going to ask us a few questions. Let's say for Ryanair, we booked the basic, cheapest option. And let's say we want to take our air travel pack and our Monos carry-on. All of these skills have the HTML dashboard built in, which I really enjoy. As we see, both bags fail. Basic fare is only a personal item. It gives me the length and the width, what we're over, why each item fails. And then if you pay for 2 cabin bags, it gives me a full breakdown on that. Nice sum of information that now you can be prepared for when you go to the airport without having to do a ton of legwork before. Skill number 5, the departure briefing, and this entails a fair amount. Not for you to do, but it just gives you a lot of data on your trip. So the quick breakdown of this is it has 5 phases. You would plug your trip in and say, I need a departure briefing. And then it would email you these things 14 days out, 7 days out, 5 days out, and give you ideas for what you need for your trip. I got too excited. You cannot send emails with the Gmail connector in Claude CoWork. That's by design. It's for safety. Take that, Elon. But they do go into your email via drafts. And I'll show you what that looks like after I go over the features of this skill. I have 14 days out. Get out the gear that you're gonna start to need. It'll give you some eSIM options. It'll make sure you have the right travel adapters in case you need to order anything. 7 days out, it's gonna give you a weather update so you can improve your packing. 5 days out, it'll give you a text that you can share with your group so then you can make sure they have the amount of cash, money, things you're gonna need to get around and navigate. 48 hours, it's gonna give you a landing checklist, step by step, first 60 minutes after landing. So how is immigration gonna look? If you're gonna need to go to the ATM, do you have your airport ride confirmed? We'll search through your Gmail to figure out some of these things. And the day of, it will give you a go time email or briefing. Here's a quick example of an HTML breakdown that it would give you for your 7 days out. So quickly updates you on the weather, have it all in front of you, and then even tells you what to pack. And these are just the little details that take a little bit off of your mind. Open up the weather app, look at the weather, see what correlates to what you should be packing. It's all just presented for you with these skills. And this is what the departure briefing would look like in your drafts folder. So you got your 14 days to Lisbon. Make sure you get these power adapters so you're prepared. Gives you an idea on eSIMs, apps to download, and then crosses off some gear that you want. Remember, if you're detailed in your travel profile, that gear can be even more tailored to you. Here's a great one, the group cheat sheet. So if you're traveling with family or friends, this comes in an HTML breakdown in your drafts. So you would just add friends to this email, and then it gives you airport to city, money, getting around, power, things that are good to know, some survival phrases, just a nice little briefing of things to remember before your trip, all tailored to exactly where you're going. The next skill we have is food near my stay. What is walking distance from your Airbnb or hotel? Groceries, coffee, budget eats with ratings and hours and Google Maps links. I think this is just a great little piece to a travel puzzle to have. Maybe you don't use it. Maybe you only use it once. You get in, it's night, you're disoriented, you wake up the next day and you want coffee. You need to pull something up where you're like, the group just wants to go out to eat tonight. We want something that's close to the Airbnb. Now you have a whole setup because Claude CoWork has delivered on that for you. The food guide is ready, and this is a sneaky one. I mean, check out this HTML dashboard. So I'm going to the hotel and now I know 300 meters, full supermarket. Backup grocery store, a little bit further away. Coffee places, lunch places. I have this skill built out to make sure it highlights top rated, to make sure it reads deep into the reviews, to make sure that it gives me a 1-sentence briefing on each restaurant, separates lunch and dinner, and gives me budget options. You can share this with your group or you can just keep it in your back pocket for when you need it. But if you've traveled before, you know that you don't want to be hangry. I'm excited about this one, the trip spend tracker. You snap a picture of receipt, drop it into Claude, and then it gives you the amount, the vendor, the category, and logs it automatically in a Notion spreadsheet. So if you do not have Notion, it's easy, quick to sign up for. Remember, you navigate to the connectors and then make sure Notion is connected. Now, when I drop a receipt in here, check out what it does. It built this in Notion. I had nothing to do with it. And it gives me a spend by category to see what we spend while we were there. As food, activity, and transport gives me an idea of what we spent while we were away on a trip. I feel like this is so valuable. Here's the skill in action. I'm using Dispatch, the mobile application that talks to Claude CoWork. You can see at the top, I uploaded a picture of a receipt. Then I asked it to run the trip expense skill. Here you can see it getting to work. And then if I pull up my Notion dashboard, look right at the top and you'll see the new receipt pop up. All the information right into the Notion dashboard. Yes, you can look up your credit card. There's tons of apps that will track what you are spending while you're out and about. But if you just take a picture of each receipt, upload it, and have Claude CoWork do the work, then you can easily see the date, the spend, and track your expenses. I think this is one of those amazing tools to have in your back pocket so you don't go over budget. Last one, the vacation inbox. Claude filters through your inbox. You can put in VIP filters, urgency keywords, and it gives you a daily briefing. That way you're not bogged down with checking your inbox every day to make sure you don't miss something important. Bookers, there you have it. 8 AI travel skills you can use in Claude CoWork. Thank you so much for being here. You smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. It would mean so much. If you have any ideas, comments, corrections, better ways I can use Claude, CoWork, or AI, drop a comment below. And if you like this video, check out this one where I talk about a feature in Google Maps where they now have implemented AI. And if you're tired of all the AI nonsense, check out this video where I talk about 23 things I love in my Japanese apartment. Can't thank you enough for being here. We'll see you on the next one. Boom.